breaks out, this could be the end for them. Blood for blood. Rockets over Tel Aviv. Military base underneath a hospital. I mean, like, who does that? You guys ready for nuclear summer? Sorry, I'm about to go scorched earth. Oh, too real. Okay. Let's just start with a moment of silence for the shareholders at BlackRock. If nuclear war breaks out, this could be the end for them. You know, it's really a gamble what they do. So let's pray for them. Let's pray for them. They're also my sponsors. Here's a hot take. I don't like nuclear war, okay? I think it's bad. Listen, this is open dissent, right? You know, I welcome different opinions, but, no, there's no but. I don't like war. I don't like war in general. I'm just generally not a fan of war.
That's good to hear. I don't like war either, and I don't want a nuclear war this summer. That's why we cannot let Iran have any nuclear
all my
weapon.
Congress people do it.
Oh my God, did you guys get the text that the nukes are gonna drop in 10 minutes? I just ordered Uber Eats. I'm mostly just pissed because they did it at fucking 2 p.m. I just worked half a workday for what? Nothing. Mom, relax. I'm not driving home. I'm gonna die in 10 minutes. I'm not gonna spend that in traffic. I'll just say what we're all thinking. Okay, if there's any sexual fantasies we haven't fulfilled in this lifetime, we got 9 minutes. Everyone come stand by the wall and do a funny pose with me. Because when the bomb drops, we're all gonna get like imprinted on the wall. And they'll know we were a bunch of goofballs. I'm not really that upset. I mean, I didn't get a lot done in this life, but I didn't have to do a lot in this life, so it kind of balances out. Plus, things were going downhill. We can all agree with that. Things were, this was gonna happen eventually. Tom, why are you crying? We're all gonna die at the same time. And if there's an afterlife, we're gonna hang out. And if there's not, lights out. Who gives a shit? Why is everyone running? Are they gonna outrun a nuclear blast? That guy might. Wow, he is booking it. I mean, I do have some regrets. I feel like I wasted a lot of time recycling.
That was really good. These guys make great skits. I love it.
I'm an Iranian Jew. That's right. I was conceived in Narnia. And, salam. As an Iranian Jew, I know that it's a very hard time to be Muslim these days, right? It's not fun to be Muslim, and I'll tell you why. I perform all over the country. Without fail, when I get off stage, someone comes up to me and goes, dude, you're not really Jewish, right? You just say that because it would be more dangerous to say you're Muslim, huh?
What?
How much must it suck to be Muslim? Where people think that you're faking being a Jew for your safety. That's like the worst witness protection program ever. It's like, oh, am I anorexic? No, I just have AIDS. It's fine. It's fine. It's tough being Iranian these days. It's not fun. People come up to me, they'll ask me the dumbest questions. They'll be like, yo, Dan, come here, man. What's the deal, dude? Level with me. Are you guys making those nuclear weapons or what? Like, I have the in. Like, I know someone. Like, there's this big email list that goes out every month to anyone who's Iranian. Greetings from Tehran. Everything is going according to plan. Soon all the Americans will die. And now, birthdays! Mahmoud is everything is 34th in Virginia. Click here for the Evite. Like they're forwarding us jokes and like, what do you call
that
it?
That was a funny set. These guys are absolutely hilarious. I bet he's gonna get super famous one day.
Almost made a girl cry the other day. That was pretty cool.
Oh, which one? Tell. How we need to know.
Unrelated. Yeah, we were arguing about nuclear bombs in World War II and whether or not they were justified. And I said they were. And she said I was a bad person. And I said she was dumb. And I proved it to everybody. She's like, you don't understand how damaging the radiation was to Hiroshima. And I'm like, no, I do. Here's Hiroshima's fucking city. Hiroshima's municipal website. You can look this up right now. They have an entire page dedicated to like, fucking nuclear radiation is not the same as what you're thinking about. Like nuclear fallout is like, that's not what fucking happened to Hiroshima. The radiation was gone in like, a couple of weeks. People live here now. It's completely fucking safe. Like because people think of Chernobyl and nuclear meltdown with nuclear materials constantly emitting radiation for millions of
But I gotta say, that's kind of a weird topic to talk with a girl on the first date.
Has been stopped from using the N-word. Nuclear. We wiped them out like a dog. Iran is running away. Iran, China.
Fell due to President Trump's administration, Iran's nuclear capabilities have been frozen. Scooby-Doo.
Well, now would be a pretty good time to remind the people of America that we had a pretty good deal. And I am my brother's keeper. Even in Iran, yes, we can.
You know, as I told Tucker Carlson, I don't know the population of Iran. What I do know is that Donald Trump is always right. I'm going to Cancun.
Good evening and welcome to Tucker Carlson. I mean, Ted Cruz doesn't even know what he's doing, nor does Donald Trump bombing countries. President Trump's unethical bombing of Iran shows that he only has the behavior of an oligarch. You know, I don't love war, but I ran from ugly chicks.
This is about democracy over demagogues, maturity over Mar-a-Lago. President Trump failed to communicate with the government. I just hope they didn't.
This guy is absolutely hilarious. He is so great at an impression of these politicians. Wow, I want to see more.
Tsutomu Yamaguchi survived the atomic blast at Hiroshima, dragged himself to an air raid shelter, spent the night, caught the morning train so he could arrive at his job on time in Nagasaki, where he survived another atomic blast, and you people are bitching about having to go in 3 times a week. You're complaining about having to go in the office 3 times a week. This guy dragged his radiation-filled, atomic blasted body to the next job site, which was in Nagasaki, and got hit again. That's what we call a bang bang. Why doesn't he have a book? Why do I have to read a book from, you know, some TikTok star, and this guy, Tsutomu Yamaguchi, doesn't have a fucking book?
Wow, that's wild. That's a wild story. This guy is amazing.
I'll leave you with one thought. The only thing that truly has scared me about living my life on this planet is nuclear energy. I think it's nuts. I think nuclear energy of any kind is crazy. And everybody in the room knows it. Because every person in this room was a kid and experienced what I experienced. I went to the doctor, went to the dentist, right? And they said, I'm going to give you a little radiation. We're just going to x-ray your teeth. And then all of a sudden, him and the nurse left behind a lead bunker. I think that's a tip-off.
Great joke.
It's been a pleasure working with you this evening. Thank you.
Oh, man, that was super funny.
About the Iranian nuclear program and been very clear that Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. The US has now taken action to alleviate that threat. It is important that we now de-escalate the situation, stabilize the region, and get the parties back around the table to negotiate. And I've been speaking with international leaders this morning to that end. So I want to reassure the British public that we're doing everything we can to stabilize the situation, to de-escalate the situation, and to get to a negotiated outcome. But I'm very clear in my own mind that Iran cannot be allowed to have a nuclear weapon. That is the greatest threat to stability in the region.
I absolutely agree with him for once. He's totally right. We cannot let Iran have a nuclear weapon. And I'm glad that he is supporting Donald Trump in this matter fully.
There's too much stuff to be worried about, you know? The apocalypse, Russia, nuclear bombs. That one keeps coming up. I hear that one like every 8 years. We're going to get nuked. Okay, I'm at the point where I'm like, just do it already, you please pull the trigger, press the button. Guy came up to me the other day and he I never met this guy before, but he was talking to me like he had insider information that he knew what was happening that weekend. He's like, you ready, man? You ready? It's all going down tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. I was like, what is that? What's that? Who are you? Why are you talking to me? It's like, it's a virus at the Pentagon. All the nukes are synced up. We're all gonna die. Except me. I got a bunker. I got food, supplies, everything I need to stay alive. Hey, kid, once in a lifetime offer. You come stay with me? Come stay with me in my bunker, man. We'll ride this thing out together. We'll survive. I was like, no, man, no, I'm not getting tricked like that again. That was a weird summer. I don't like to talk about it. Plus, I already have a plan for the nuclear apocalypse. If it happens tomorrow morning, 9 a.m., the nukes go off, my plan is to not make it. I don't want to live in a post-apocalyptic world. I'm barely having fun now.
Oh my god, this guy is absolutely hilarious. He's killing it. What a great set. I absolutely think he's amazing at writing jokes.
Structural engineer for like buildings and stuff. Holy shit. Do you try? We need you on, dude. We can't have you hungover. Like tripping at work. Are there a lot of nuclear power plants down here? Okay, cool. Very clean energy, yeah. Very clean.
It is
very
actually.
clean. A lot of people say it's the solution, but everyone's afraid of it because of the Japanese. Is that right? And Chernobyl and 3 Mile Island. Pretty good knowledge, huh? You guys impressed? You guys all knew that, though, because this is a big nuclear power plant town.
I like nuclear energy. It's pretty clean, honestly. If it works, great, honestly, in a reactor, but I don't want to see any bomb.
So the White House today has been arguing that the U.S. strikes on Iran's nuclear facilities were targeted, that this is about ending Iran's nuclear program, not about regime change. But just moments ago, President Trump posted on social media, quote, "It's not politically correct to use the term regime change, but if the current Iranian regime is unable to make Iran great again, why wouldn't there be a regime change?" Now, the strikes overnight were a huge gamble. President Trump has vowed to end wars, not to get involved in them, but at the same time, he's long said that Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. The extent to which that was achieved remains to be seen, but this is what we do know about what's being called Operation Midnight Hammer.
I like the sound of that, honestly. We should not get involved in a war with Iran. We should try and make Iran great again. But we cannot let Iran have a nuclear weapon. Honestly, that sounds absolutely amazing to me.
Skater dude, Volcom, what's up, bro? What do you do for work, sir? Supervisor. That's pretty broad. We still know nothing about this man. The natural question, what do you supervise? Oh, a power plant. Oh, so how did you fall into that job? I'm not comfortable with this answer. I want to leave New York immediately if this is what's going on. Whatever, just they let you run the power plant. We got Homer Simpson in the front row. I thought that was just a cartoon. This is for real. Eats donuts, pulls levers, whatever Mr. Burns says. I don't know. He's got to be doing well, the front row. They pay double what everyone else pays to be here. Give it up for the VIPs. These are the richest people here. Hell yeah. Independently wealthy.
I love Kevin. He's got great humor. He's absolutely amazing at hard work as well.
They lost their jobs.
What a great comedian.
AI uses a ton of electricity. That's why solar farms and everything. I mean, there's programs now where if you have solar energy on your home and you have excess time of day, you could sell it to the local utility plant. And so Microsoft did a deal and bought 3 Mile Island.
So give a little background to what 3 Mile Island is.
It's like a nuclear plant that burned down, basically.
Yeah, I think they had multiple plants.
Yeah,
one of them
one of the reactors, one of the reactors had something happen and it had a nuclear meltdown.
But it's still functioning, and they basically bought it because they needed nuclear energy. It just requires so much electricity to run all the simulations, right?
Yeah, they're just training all these models. And it just takes so much more.
Wow. Like that's something out of like a Bond movie.
No,
right?
it's insane. It comes down to, do you want to give incentives to companies to work with the government and do these projects? Or do you want to take a hammer and just say, you will do it this way?
I think companies should be able to do whatever they want to make jobs and create wealth and basically partner with the government to do great stuff.
The one question that has been resolutely not answered very well by people on the Israeli side is, why is it that Israel can be so concerned about everybody else's ability to have nuclear weapons in the Middle East, and yet itself, everybody knows Israel has a large nuclear defense armory, but they never admit it?
Because we are the most moral race and making the most moral nuclear bomb ever. The most moral and the most responsible.
Do you think that anything that Israel's currently doing in Gaza can be described as responsible?
Yes, I have a list. We have a list. It is the most moral list ever. We are here and everybody here. We are the good. They are the evil. Like that evil little Swedish lady Greta Thunberg. Greta.
Oh my God, this is so funny. I love this.
Piranha in the water. Swim here to the most moral side, Greta. Swim here. We are the most moral swimmers in the world.
Where is the moral
line? This guy's
here?
good. This guy's really good.
I live near a nuclear power plant. And that's something that still scares a lot of people. And I said, yeah, woo, exactly. And a lot of people get scared about that. I don't understand why. Cost of housing, way less than most other areas. Every new home comes with a lifetime supply of iodine pills. Where else are you going to get that? Yeah. My neighbors, they're all so happy. They have such glowing personalities. And there are a lot of other benefits to living near a nuclear power plant. Yes, there are. When we have parties, we don't need 2 people for the 3-legged race. Nope. My deck doubles as a microwave oven. Just set it and forget it.
Oh man, that's a great set of dad jokes right there.
Oh, and I have to tell you, just the other day, I saw the cutest little deer in my backyard. He was just standing there on his leg, staring up at me with that eye. He only had one eye on each of his heads. And then my dog Cyclops comes tearing out of the house, chasing his tails, and the deer got scared and hopped away.
What is this comedy? That makes no sense to me. Wow.
We're getting the Chinese and the French to build it, aren't we? And the Chinese who we're not going to let have any part of our 5G mobile phone network, are we? Because they're a security threat, right? But we're quite happy to let them build a 3,200 megawatt nuclear reactor in the middle of the Somerset coast, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
They might be able to cause a nuclear core meltdown, but they will know nothing of the survivors' WhatsApp group we have set up afterwards.
Do you have nuclear weapons?
What was the question?
Do you have nuclear weapons?
Sorry, I can't hear you.
Are you developing nuclear weapons?
No, I literally can't hear you.
I'm going to another question.
Oh, I can hear you.
Oh, that's a great meme right there. I love it. Do you have nuclear weapon? Nobody knows, but probably not anymore, honestly. After what Donald Trump did, he took action to make sure that everybody is safe. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Thanks for staying with me till the end. And click right there to watch the next one. And I will see you there. Bye-bye.